Hey there, it's Michael Fitzpatrick, and the holiday season is officially upon us. I'm sure you have 1,000 things to do, so I appreciate taking a few minutes here. I'm going to pass along two stories for you that I think will be helpful as you go into your holiday season and also for your life and your business. The first thing I wanted just to talk about, by the way, at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a free tool that you can use, and I hope that you find it to be of great value. A little gift just for watching the video until the end. In any event, if you've ever seen the show Undercover Boss on TV, it's an absolutely fascinating show, but it's pretty hilarious, but also scary at the same time. And the show basically kind of operates like this. You have a CEO or a CFO or one of the top executive management persons at a company, and for, I'm not sure if it's a week or 2 weeks, but for a period of time, they dress down in street clothes. They sometimes put a wig on or a mustache, and or they just, they'll grow a beard or they'll shave or whatever it is, just so people don't know who it is. And they go into all the different departments. Sometimes they go down into the delivery department and they go on delivery runs, or they go into the manufacturing, the warehouse, and they get hired as a new employee. So a lot of the folks that are there, think this is just a regular person. Oftentimes these are such big companies that the CEO wants to see kind of what the cultural vibe is like within the company, and they want to kind of reconnect to see what could be better, where things are strong, and to just connect again with humanity. Instead of sitting in some ivory tower, they want to kind of go down into the trenches and really see what's going on. Now they go in disguise, so the people that are there have no idea that this is the CEO or the CFO or whoever it is. And what's interesting is how this person gets treated by the different people within the company. And what it truly reveals is the character of the people who are on this program. Meaning that the ones who's heading the delivery department, or the customer service department, or the shipping department. And half the times the people treat the CEO, which is the new employee, as a piece of dirt, or lower than life, or just they treat them like they're a nuisance, or they're annoyed by them. And sometimes the CEO has no idea, honestly, really how to do this job. And the person in that department sometimes treats them like just garbage. And then other times, the people treat them like they are, the top of the world, like the most important person ever. And neither of them have any clue that it's the CEO or the undercover boss. But the boss just goes undercover for a week or 2 weeks or however long it is, and they have experiences, and they take notes, and they see who was what. And by the end, some people get extraordinary promotions or huge gifts for their family, their kids, whatever it is. And then some people actually get left behind. They get asked to leave, or they don't get promoted. And it's all based on attitude. So here's what I want you to think about. The second part of the story was, around this holiday season, there's this thing called the elf on the shelf, which is what they use for kids now. And the parents hide this little elf in different parts of the house. And the children, think that this is an elf from, the North Pole that Santa sent. And that this elf on the shelf reports back to Santa as to whether or not the child had good behavior that day. And it's a tool that parents use to help keep their children's behavior in check, for at least a month of the year through this elf on the shelf. But what it really reminds the child of is that somebody's watching. They're watching what they do. And one of the things I was taught growing up was that character is defined by what you do when nobody's looking. Now, the irony is that you already know the things that you should be doing every single day, to better your life, to grow your business, whatever it is. And the question might be is, why don't we do some of the things that we know that we need to be doing? Or basically also, what else are we doing in replacement or instead of the things that we know that we should be doing? Because you want to get a certain result in life, and you know exactly what actions you have to take, but sometimes we don't take all those actions to get the result that we want. So I want you to just think for the next 30 days that there's an elf on the shelf, in your office or in your life, or that every single person that you encounter is an undercover boss. Now, every interaction that you have, during this holiday season, I want you to think with respect that somebody's watching or somebody's filming you on candid camera, and I guarantee you it's going to change not only your interactions with people, but it's going to change your internal state as well, and how you feel about yourself personally. So treat everybody with kindness, even in the hustle bustle of the holiday season where things are chaotic and crazy and lines are long and people are aggravated and annoyed. Think about the show Undercover Boss and think that every single person that you're encountering, is, say that you're on candid camera. How would you want your reactions and your interactions daily to show up to the world on national television, for example? And then think of the elf on the shelf, for your life, whether it's your health, whether it's your business or your personal life or your finances. Think of an elf on the shelf as somebody who's watching down on you, and that person could be you. And just try to do as best as you possibly can to carry out the things on a daily basis that you're supposed to. So anyway, Darren Hardy, the free giveaway I'm going to give you is Darren Hardy and Eric Worre both use a very similar type of a daily sheet. And what it lists is all the different activities that you want to do day by day. Maybe it's making 5 phone calls, maybe it's drinking 15 glasses of water, maybe it's exercising. I don't know what it is for you, but I'm going to include down below a spreadsheet that's going to give you a month worth of things that you can track. Now you can fill in, I'm going to put some examples in there, but you can fill in, what's your goal per week, in these different key areas. And then think of the undercover boss, who you encounter, who you experience, your attitude with each person, and also your attitude with yourself, but then also whether or not you're doing these things, day by day by day, to grow your life and to grow your business. So anyway, undercover boss, number 1, and elf on the shelf, number 2. Character is defined by what you do when nobody's looking. So if you want to regulate other people, if you want to be able to have control or dominion over many, you have to be able to have control and dominion over yourself first. So follow this spreadsheet here, follow this action, do what you need to do, manage your state of affairs, your emotional intelligence, manage your attitude and your emotions in general, and then just carry out and do the things that you're supposed to do day by day, and I guarantee you'll have an awesome holiday. So take care, hope this was helpful, and if it was, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear some of your thoughts. All right, take care.